I don't care how many hours you claim you can study. I won't promise that you will be able to study or work on your goals for 10 hours straight, but I am going to provide you with a framework which genuinely helps me to work longer hours in difficult, urgent times without losing my mind. Look at what you're doing right now. Another day, another bullshit excuse for why you can't focus on your goals. Your brain isn't broken. Your attention span isn't ruined. You've just been approaching your work like a goddamn amateur. I'm about to hand you the exact blueprint that transformed me from a distracted mess into someone who demolishes 7 to 10 hour work sessions without losing my mind. Apply this to studying, projects, whatever stands between you and your goals. I don't care about your past failures. I don't care how many times you've tried and quit. What I care about is whether you're ready to commit to something that actually works. These techniques might sound basic. They might contradict the bullshit you've been fed, but they work because they align with how your brain actually functions, not how you wish it would. I'm not asking you to believe me. I'm challenging you to test this system for just 3 days. What's the worst that happens? You waste 3 days? You're already wasting years with ineffective methods. So let's talk about the step 1, the Ultradian rhythm hack. You know why your focus keeps crashing after an hour? Because you've been sold a fucking lie. That Pomodoro 25-minute bullshit, it's like a training wheel, and you've been stuck riding a kid's bike while wondering why you can't keep up with the pros. Your brain doesn't operate in 25-minute cycles. It operates in 90-minute cycles called Ultradian rhythms. These are your brain's natural energy waves, periods where your focus, cognitive processing, and mental clarity naturally peak before dipping. Most people fight against these natural rhythms, then wonder why they're mentally exhausted after 2 hours of studying. That's like trying to swim against a tsunami and wondering why you're drowning. Here's how you harness this instead of fighting it. The very fast thing which you gotta do is lock in for 80-90 minutes of intense focus. No distractions, no bullshit. Just keep telling yourself, I am going to do it for only 80-90 minutes before starting the session. And if your brain is cooked, then after 30-40 minutes, your brain will try to convince you that you have studied enough. Let's take a break. Let's take a break. What you gotta do is stop for 1 minute and ask yourself, can I just push more for only 15 minutes without looking at the clock? And keep doing this until you complete the 80 to 90 minutes mark. Then take a full 20-minute break. Do not scroll social media, but actually focus on decompressing. Repeat this cycle and watch your productivity multiply. Why does this destroy the Pomodoro technique? Because Pomodoro was designed for people with absolutely destroyed attention spans. It's brain rehab, not peak performance. If you've been following me for a while, you're ready for the advanced shit. When you sync with these Ultradian rhythms, you'll notice something crazy. You can maintain peak focus for 6+ hours a day without the mental fatigue that used to crush you after 2 hours. Let's talk about step 2, NSDR, the hack that makes your breaks actually work. Let me guess, your study breaks are just you scrolling mindlessly through Instagram Reels or YouTube, and then you wonder why you come back to studying feeling even more mentally exhausted than before. That's not a break. That's digital cocaine destroying your focus capacity. Here's what I want you to do instead. It's called non-sleep deep rest, NSDR. In those 20-minute breaks between your Ultradian cycles, instead of destroying your dopamine sensitivity with social media garbage, do a 10-minute NSDR session. This means yoga nidra, deep breathing, or a quick body scan meditation. You might think, what's the point of doing this? What happens next is almost magic. Your dopamine receptors reset instead of getting more fried. Your brain consolidates what you just learned. Your nervous system down-regulates from fight or flight. I use this method on a daily basis whenever I am trying to do some deep work, and I wish I knew it before. This isn't hippie meditation bullshit. Andrew Huberman from Stanford has proven this resets your brain's chemical pathways. It's like hitting a neurological refresh button. Try it for 3 days. Just 10 to 20 minutes of NSDR during your breaks. I promise your mental endurance will double. Let's talk about step 3, the 2-5-3 rule. You know what pisses me off? Seeing people waste their potential following garbage study advice. Just do 4 to 5 study blocks of 2 hours each throughout the day. That's the bullshit most experts peddle. And it sounds good on paper until you realize something crucial. You're not a fucking robot. You can't just sit down 5 separate times a day and magically produce the same quality work each session. Your brain doesn't work that way. Instead, follow this 2-5-3 rule. The first 2 hours, that's your active recall zone. This is when your brain is fresh as hell, firing at maximum capacity. You use this precious window for your absolute hardest subjects. Hit them first when your cognitive resources are at their peak. Don't waste this golden window on easy shit. The middle 5 hours is your deep work phase. This is where you tackle the problem sets, essays, and critical thinking challenges. Your brain is warmed up but not fried yet. This extended block is where you build your competitive edge, solving problems that require sustained focus and creative thinking while your peers are scrolling Instagram. The final 3 hours, low intensity review. Your brain is naturally starting to fatigue, so you pivot to activities that consolidate everything you've learned. Flashcards, teaching concepts out loud like you're the professor. summarizing key ideas. This isn't lazy work. This is strategic. You're cementing everything into long-term memory when retention is actually highest. The 2-5-3 rule keeps your brain engaged because you're switching modes at the perfect times, working with your cognitive resources instead of burning them out. If you're watching this video, let's be honest, you aren't at the level where you give 100% effort every single time you sit down to study. No one is. Not even me. You don't need superhuman focus, but strategic planning that accounts for human limitations. If you want me to break down this method in even more detail, comment 2-5-3 below, and I'll create a full dedicated video just on this technique alone. But for now, commit to this framework for just 3 days. Structure your next marathon study session with the 2-5-3 rule and watch what happens to your productivity and retention. If you're new to this channel, feel free to subscribe. If you're someone who's absolutely cooked, I ran a 4-week level-based challenge. Grab the free task list at the link. Join my Discord server, update your progress, and connect with serious-minded people improving every day. Instead of watching another video, take action. Bye.